We gon' blow your mind. When I was back home washing them dishes, I was just wishing I could just vision. I was gon' get it, I was on missions, I was just living. Walked in that building, we was just building, taking our time. We was just yielding, we was just chillin'. Away from these haters, know they be watching like a theater. Plotting these niggas that we need later. They gon' degrade us, it won't delay us. This is what made us. We got Omega, probably roll. Probably just leave. I see you later. I salute Wega, cop a new crib. Hope the Lord save us, wait from these haters. Hope the Lord save us, wait from these snakes, wait from these fakes. Wait, I need breaks, wait, I need cake. How long can we wait? Come on, better not be the one to doubt us. Cause we've been putting in the hours. We only taking what was ours. So you better not be the one to doubt us. Cause we gon' blow your mind. 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 We gon' blow your mind.
Left field, call it. Babe Ruth, ball it. Your boyfriend's got a cauliflower, and I'm a. So sue me. Who you, Judge Judy? Stacking the rubies. If life was a movie, then you could just call me the Goonies. You're not relevant. Trolling on the internet. No respect. Haven't moved out of your parents' basement yet. Big neck. Coming with the beat that's gonna break your neck.
You can hear me now.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? If you like it loud, we can make it loud. Can you hold it down? Cause we can hold it down. Yeah, you can hear me now. Yeah, you can hear me now. Turn it up to 11. Blow it up, straight to heaven. Drop the big beats, so they gotta listen. Yeah, you can hear me now. We're just a couple of weirdos coming to your city, sending bass into your earlobes like your bleached out hairdos. We glowing in the dark, got the spark, bout to flare the fuse. That's just how we do. To Geronimo, parachute, skydiving off your parents' roof. Saw the magician's assistant in half like who the are you? Who the are you? Who the are we? We be the dudes who just come over to water the lawn. We don't say hi, we just come over to walk your dog. We nice like that, we super nice like that.
You can hear me now.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? If you like it loud, we can make it loud. Can you hold it down? 'Cause we can hold it down. Yeah, you can hear me now. Yeah, you can hear me now. Turn it up to 11.
draw. Hard to admit that I used to draw. Portraiture in a human form. Doodle of a two-headed unicorn. It was soothing. Moving his arm in a fusion of man-made tools and amused from beyond. Even if it went beautifully wrong, it was tangible truth for a youth who refused to belong. No name nuisance. Who's in a bedroom? Who's in a brand new cuneiform? Barely commune with the horde. Got a whole grayscale ungluing his world. Might zone out to the yap of a magpie. Unseen hand dragging his graphite. Cross contour, little bit of backlight. Black ink after a Bristol to baptize. You can imagine a rush that ensue when you get 3 dimensions stuffed in a 2. Then it's off to a school where it's all you can do. Being trained and observed by a capable few. Back in New York by...
Hello everyone, I'm Larry Ridley and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We should have a good one on tap here today. It's the Lions coming in at 3-1, going up against the 49ers who come in at 3-1. With that, we'll send it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call in this Week 5 matchup.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL sends us to the state of Michigan as we are inside Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Detroit Lions. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now a play fake here on first down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. These coaches told us they wanted to take the top off this defense. They wanted to be able to stretch them downfield. They showed it pretty well there.
And they knew that if they were able to do that, it would open up everything else. But how did they truly get it done? Practice in the previous week, making sure they had a plan, fine-tuned before they put into effect in the game.
Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now back to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And here's a look at the starting offense. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
That was not a completion that results in a highlight video. But at the same time, if you have those kind of completions all game long, eventually one of them might turn into a highlight.
They brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
If they open things up, let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. And here are the defensive starters. In your old position, you get to talk about the secondary.
The best athletes on the field, Brandon.
Debatable.
Well, we'll see how this goes today. I love the way you put my guys down. But you know this. They've got to cover, and they have to tackle. They have a heck of a task in front of them in this game.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. That was close to a big play and just a little bit too far that he was led. He caught it but couldn't stay in bounds, Charles.
Yeah, I'm not very good at these sort of things, but I have to believe the farther you are downfield, the less your margin for error in throwing the ball, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, so they gave it a good effort there. Really tried, just couldn't complete it.
Let's go! Come on! 3-2!
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. On the return that time. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And a safety the last go-around. That's how we arrive at this 2-0 score. We'll see if they can respond.
Such an oddity, isn't it? See those 2 points go up on the board knowing
Looks like
that
soccer.
Exactly. And knowing that you did it to give those points up for your team. Now they're just looking to get back out on the field and make up for it.
2nd and just 1. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, Really well done.
They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Okay, work with me here. Make sure I'm clear on this. When inside their own 10-yard line and they run a toss play, I know it works, but ordinarily it takes a lot of chutzpah to do something like that because only thing more dangerous is trying to throw the ball in that situation and maybe taking a big loss.
They'll set up to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down.
Let's go! Blue 58! 3-2!
Back to throw here. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over with a football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while they'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
And here's another interception, the 3rd down the numbers. There he goes. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They go play action here on 1st down. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
And the wideout in motion. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Let's go!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out.
To
throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he will bring this one back. back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The defense came out with a look that they had prepped for all week to attack. They took advantage, got the first down.
And the key words in there, prepped for all week. They really studied them, understood their tendencies, knew what they liked to do, and prepared their game plan accordingly. And boy, the payoff was good.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Well, there they went blitz defensively, Charles, and things were paved well coming from the linebacker position.
I love the way that you described it, paved well. Oftentimes, the guy who gets home on the blitz, he's going to get all the credit. But his teammates did all the dirty work, right? They ran into people on purpose. They sometimes tugged on jerseys to hold linemen to create space and gaps. And that play finished off really, really well. Well conceived, well designed, and even better executed. I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Out of the gun now on third down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
This is taken around the 12. Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Detroit!
And he motions the wide receiver. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He sets to fire deep. And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
23 yards on the play.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field. And they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school that one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That is the same case on that play. And they'll run it here. And he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And time for us to take a break here in the booth. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll bring up second down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. And a give this time to the tailback. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Good use of the pass there to pick up the first down against a defensive look that they had specifically prepared for, they told us, coming into this one.
Certainly seems like they're holding all the right cards now, doesn't it? Because of their preparation. Went back, watched the tape, studied the tendencies, and they feel like they had them down cold, and they were able to use the pass against them. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He'll look to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Let's go! 58!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
He'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Their big-bodied receiver in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions are able to grow their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. So that's a solid start to the second half. You come out of the lockers losing, thinking you're kicking it away, not going to have it, but boom, the fumble, they get it right back.
I don't know whether they even drew that up on the board or was it just said, but they had to have it. They needed a spark to get them going here in the second half, and they got it right away.
And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Detroit getting set to go now. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
They'll come out in the pistol. And he'll give it here to his running back. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
Offense needs 11. Have to think pass here on 3rd down. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And it's fielded at the 34. A great return there of 22 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drop. And now here's another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. So out now come the Lions. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And some room to work. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards on the pickup. And the Lions are going to have a first.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll look to throw here. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
Completed pass on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down as the defense looks for the stop. They come out here in the eye. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive, we throw an interception.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And I do believe the offense got this back. Goodness, they did. Their own 1-yard line is where they got it back, cutting it close here. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a gain of 21 that time. And it'll be a San Francisco 1st down. Shift together here from the D-line.
Let's go. Green, 39.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And the wideout in motion. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be 3rd down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's 3rd down for this offense. On play action, they'll throw. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, That means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction. Excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Green 39! Green 39!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
There's completion to the tight end, and I think they were looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
That was a terrific job by the defense stopping them on 3rd and short. But sometimes you get some visual cues from the offense because when they're going in short yard situations,
the big fella! Touchdown, 49ers! A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Big fourth down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
They'll look to throw, and this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a 1-score deficit. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, you know, because you always hear about the smaller running back. Oh, he gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. But it's true. You get behind big offensive linemen, the defensive line guys trying to find him, trying to peek around people to see him, and he gets lost. But this guy gets lost in a good way for his offense, picking up big yardage.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll look to throw here on first down. Going to throw right side here, complete. They'll get 17 yards there. And it's good enough for a Detroit first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. How do you get much more balance than this? Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Look pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Let's go! Blue 58! Blue 58!
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Let's go!
They'll give it to him right off the gut. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Let's go!
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. So a big one there as that gives them a little cushion.
And you know, here in the fourth quarter, the fact that they were able to bleed some time off the clock and put points on the board, even if it's only 3, that could turn out to be the drive that ultimately wins them the game.
And now the 49er offense ready to go and getting back out onto the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard. The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now a play fake here on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Looking to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You drop an 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And they're going to speed things up here.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve, and that's what they did on that play. They went there with a deep...
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Let's go.
They'll set up a throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. We've got a 3rd and 11. Gonna give this time to the tailback. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And the 49ers going to take another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And he motions the wide receiver. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And quickly, they get to the line. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
They'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they could do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They go play action here on 1st down. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
While an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play, for the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this is caught at the 8. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It'll be the... And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Shift together here from the D-line. Again, he'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll stick with the passing game as and this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
And there's the touchdown that they needed, so they'll celebrate. But the guys on the sidelines, they've got to stay focused. The onside kick team, they need them to get the ball back.
Yeah, part 1 of the equation done. Now they need to convert and get that onside kick. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Let's go.
And the back goes into motion. They'll try and throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
Let's go. 3-2.
Now back to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They